Calliope Limneos Papakosta is an archaeologist who directs the Hellenic Research Institute of the Alexandrian civilization. She has been searching for more than 20 years in the hopes of finding the tomb of Alexander the Great. It is her dream to find the tomb of the King of Macedon, and she may have just discovered Alexander the Great's final resting place, which until now has been lost to history and forgotten. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right now on IO. Welcome back to InformOverload, where we tell you about the dopest we find on the internet. I'm Charlotte Dobre. You know what to do at this point. Subscribe. And while you're at it, tell me in the comments what your favorite ancient civilization is. When Alexander the Great was young, he was tutored by Aristotle. Then Alexander became the king of Macedon in 336 BC, when he was only 20 years old, after his father Philip II was assassinated. He launched an initiative to lead the Greeks in the conquest of Persia. After 10 years of campaigns, he succeeded, and overthrew the Persian king Darius III. By then, his empire spawned from the Adriatic Sea to the Indus River. He invaded Egypt and then India in 326 BC, after vowing to reach the ends of the world and the Great Outer Sea. Alexander the Great died in Babylon in 323 BC. His body was placed in a gold sarcophagus filled with honey. But when Alexander's funeral cortege was making its way to Macedon, the Roman Emperor Ptolemy seized it and took it to Memphis, Egypt, and then to Alexandria. His tomb was visited by many as though it was the temple of a god, and rightfully so. Alexander was a brave and intelligent leader, a legend in many people's eyes. They didn't call him Alexander the OK or Alexander the Meh. I mean, he wasn't called Alexander the Great for nothing. But Alexandria was destroyed in 356 AD by a tsunami that walloped the city. The sea inched north, and the flooding of the Nile Delta River caused the ancient part of Alexandria to slowly sink at a rate of 0.25 centimeters per year. It sunk up to 12 feet since Alexander was in power. The city as a whole still exists. New buildings were built over the ancient parts. The population of Alexandria is now over 5 million. But the new Alexandria was likely built over top of its founder's tomb. Its location is still a mystery. But according to a report from National Geographic, archaeologists are closing in on the location of Alexander the Great's tomb. For 14 years, Calliope has been looking for his final resting place at Shalalat Gardens, a public park in the middle of Alexandria, Egypt, a city named after Alexander the Great. After a long dig in the hot sun, Calliope was about to give up when a bit of soil shifted in the dig pit. Her assistants called her over to look at a piece of white marble that was sticking out of the dirt. It turns out that this piece of marble was an early Hellenistic statue that bore every hallmark of Alexander the Great. 7 years later, and she's dug 35 feet beneath Alexandria, Egypt, where she found the city's former royal quarter. According to Friedrich Heibert, archaeologist in residence at the National Geographic Society, this is the first time the original foundation of Alexandria has been found. He said it gave him goosebumps to see it. It's believed by many archaeologists that this site could be the very site that holds the lost tomb of Alexander the Great. Using a combination of ancient accounts, a 19th century map of Alexandria, and modern technology, a team of archaeologists has identified 14 anomalies that very well could be structures beneath the ground. Papakosta had to engineer an elaborate system of pumps and hoses to keep the site dry enough to excavate. Even after so long, she believes she's getting closer and closer to finding Alexander's lost tomb. Can I get a hell yeah? I don't know why, but ancient civilizations make me really excited. Let me know your thoughts on the story down there in the comments, and while you do that, I'm gonna read out some comment features. Endplay said, really good video, daily uploads are nice. Yeah, we do daily uploads, Monday to Sunday. Brandon Prime said, Charlotte, I definitely love this channel. The humor and jokes you use in your stories always puts a smile on my face. Yay! See? Brandon likes my jokes. Mishki Rada said, I think I saw you at my local store. I saw you in a pile of potatoes. Did you see a potato with like a crown on? Yeah, that was me. Lillian Luffcourt said, nice sweatshirt, Charlotte. Oh, thank you very much. It's comfy. Yoda on DMT said, you can't trust IO. They're government plants, and if you watch every one of Charlotte's videos back to back and in slow motion, you'll see she's not even speaking English or any earth language. Try it, trust me. I'll have to try that. Thanks for that, Yoda on DMT. Welcome to the end screen. This means the video is over. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep watching, there's a playlist right over here that you should definitely check out. And if you enjoyed this video, you should leave a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so I can see you in a future IO video.